Welcome to Untold Pioneers, a channel that explores lesser-known stories and untold tales of historical figures, events, and cultural phenomena. Join us as we delve deep into the past to uncover the hidden gems of history. Today we will talk about forgotten women of the Wild West. In traditional Westerns, males are frequently praised as heroes or anti-heroes, while women are depicted as either pure farm girls who marry the heroes or prostitutes who seduce them. In truth, Western women held considerably more diverse positions. Due to the lawlessness of the Wild West, women had less legal protection than their Victorian counterparts, but they were also not as closely restrained by rigid societal norms. They might be brothel madams or prostitutes, but they might also be gunslingers, bounty hunters, or entrepreneurs. Women may leave their homes, go on the prowl, file for divorce, or go after thieves. They might even be able to pass as males their entire lives without anyone noticing, as Charlie Parkhurst did. These women's stories are significant and shouldn't be disregarded or ignored, particularly those of Native American women who frequently endured the worst treatment at the hands of European settlers. The Wild West of the late 19th century is often romanticized as a time of rugged individualism, danger, and adventure. But in reality, it was a harsh and unforgiving place, particularly for women. Yet despite the odds against them, many women made a mark on the Wild West as pioneers, outlaws, and trailblazers. Many women played a crucial role in the settlement of the West, traveling in covered wagons alongside their families to stake out new lives in the wilderness. Others, like Calamity Jane, made a name for themselves as fearless adventurers, taking part in buffalo hunts and Indian skirmishes. Others turned to a life of crime, becoming outlaws and bandits to survive in a lawless land. But the stories of these women are often overshadowed by the legends of their male counterparts. Women like Pearl Hart, who robbed a stagecoach at gunpoint in 1899, or Belle Starr, known as the Bandit Queen of Oklahoma. Then there were the trailblazers, women who defied societal norms to make their mark in men-dominated fields. Annie Oakley, the Little Sure Shot, was one of the most famous sharpshooters of her day, while Mary Fields, a former slave, became known as Stagecoach Mary for her work as a driver in Montana. Of course, life in the Wild West wasn't always glamorous or exciting. Women also faced the daily struggles of frontier life, from harsh weather conditions to isolation and loneliness. But through it all, they persevered, carving out their own place in a world that often ignored or dismissed them. Not only were the heroic pioneers who built a living on the frontier men, they were not all white. Until today, the history of African American women in the Old West has mostly remained unsung. 10 Black American women's experiences are rebuilt from historical records discovered in more than a century-old archive. These ladies ranged in status from free to slaves to those born into slavery before escaping to the Old West. They worked as laundresses, civil rights activists, journalists, educators, midwives, business owners, converts to other religions, philanthropists, mail and freight carriers, and journalists. These obscure historical personalities include Elizabeth Thorne Scott Flood, a teacher committed to educating Black students and helping them lead better lives, Biddy Mason, a slave who struggled for her family's liberation, and the enigmatic Mary Ellen Pleasant, a civil rights activist and astute entrepreneur. These unsung warriors never lost up on the possibility of a better future, not even in the face of racial prejudice. Gun and Powder tells the story of two African American sisters who became infamous outlaws in the Wild West. Who were the famous female pioneers of the West? What were women's roles in the Wild West? Who were the woman outlaws of the Wild West? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Untold Pioneers for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching.